This video was created by ZB Studio.
Let's talk about a particularly insidious scam, one that's invading more than just your wallet. It's a threat that's becoming increasingly prevalent, and it's crucial to understand how it operates. It's breaking into your computer, gaining access to your personal files and sensitive information. Remote access scams are essentially like handing a complete stranger the keys to your house without knowing their true intentions, but digitally. Instead of physical keys, they're after access to your digital kingdom. These scammers often pose as representatives from trusted companies, organizations you already know and trust, like Microsoft, claiming there's a problem with your Windows operating system, or your bank, alerting you to supposed fraudulent activity on your account. You name it, any reputable entity is fair game for these malicious actors. Their ultimate goal is to trick you into willingly letting them in, granting them access to your computer and your personal data. Their goal? Everything. They want it all, your bank details, those precious passwords, and even enough information to steal your entire identity. They often use legitimate remote access tools, readily available software like TeamViewer or AnyDesk. These tools are perfectly safe and helpful in the right hands, used by IT professionals every day to provide support. But they become incredibly dangerous when they fall into the wrong ones, the hands of cybercriminals. All it takes is a moment of panic, a moment of vulnerability when you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, and suddenly, without realizing it, you've unknowingly let a criminal into your digital life, giving them the keys to your personal kingdom. These scams are becoming increasingly sophisticated, cleverly targeting everyone, regardless of how tech-savvy you consider yourself to be. Therefore, understanding their deceptive tricks and tactics is your absolute best defense against falling victim. This isn't about instilling fear or paranoia. It's simply about being informed and adequately prepared to protect yourself in the digital age. Think of it as proactively putting a strong deadbolt on your digital door, securing your online presence. So, how exactly do these remote access scams actually work in practice? What are the telltale signs? Let's break down the process step by step so you can easily spot these scams and protect yourself before it's too late. It always starts with unexpected contact. A sudden disruption to your day. Maybe it's a phone call seemingly out of the blue from a technician at Microsoft or your bank. They claim there's a problem that needs immediate attention. And remember, numbers can be faked to look local, adding a false sense of security. Or perhaps you're simply browsing online, minding your own business. And a loud pop-up screams that your computer is infected with a dangerous virus. It's urging you, in no uncertain terms, to call a number immediately for assistance. Sometimes the contact comes in the form of an official-looking email or text message, warning of suspicious activity on one of your accounts. The message is carefully crafted, pushing you to click a link or call a specific number to resolve the issue. The goal, regardless of the method, is always the same: to create panic and a sense of extreme urgency. They want you to feel pressured, so you act without thinking clearly or rationally. Once you're on the phone, they apply even more pressure, escalating the situation, making the crisis feel incredibly real and immediate. They desperately want you to believe that only they, with their unique expertise, can fix the problem and save the day. Remember, these are social engineering experts, skilled in the art of deception. They are masters at manipulating your emotions in order to bypass your logic and critical thinking. So, if you ever feel rushed, scared, or threatened by a message or call, the best thing to do is pause. Real, legitimate companies simply don't operate this way, with such aggressive tactics. Don't let the manufactured urgency override your common sense and good judgment. Once you're on the phone and they've convinced you there's a problem, the scammer's performance begins. They transform into a helpful tech expert, ready to assist. They sound calm and professional, projecting an air of authority and competence, reassuring you they can help resolve your computer issues. They aim to build your confidence in their abilities. They'll ask you to open programs like Event Viewer, a common tool in Windows, showing you normal system errors, things that every computer generates as part of its operation, and claiming they're proof of infection, trying to scare you into believing your system is compromised. It's all smoke and mirrors, a carefully constructed illusion to deceive you. Every computer has these logs. These are not signs of a virus or malware. Then comes the crucial step, the turning point in the scam. They ask you to download remote access software. This is how they gain control. They walk you through the process, step by step, making it seem like a necessary procedure, making it seem routine and safe. They want you to believe it's a standard troubleshooting step. Once you give them the access code, that string of numbers is the key to your digital kingdom. You've handed over control. You've opened the door to your personal data. They'll keep chatting, building trust, maintaining the illusion of helpfulness, making you feel like you're in good hands, but in reality, you're walking into a trap. But the moment you share that code, you've unknowingly given them the power to do whatever they want. The scam is in full swing, the gears are turning, and they're ready to exploit your trust. You're no longer in control of your own computer, your files, your data, everything is vulnerable. This is the point of no return. Once they have access, it's incredibly difficult to undo the damage. Never give remote access to someone you don't know. Protect yourself from potential threats. That's how the real damage begins. That's when your personal information is at risk. The second you give access, your mouse moves on its own. The scammer is inside. They'll run fake scans and open windows to look busy, but behind the scenes, they're searching for your personal info. They hunt for banking details, passwords, anything valuable. Next, they'll demand payment for their service, often through a fake payment page or by asking you to log into your bank. If you comply, they can steal your money in seconds. Sometimes they install malware or ransomware, locking your files and demanding even more money. They might even install keyloggers to steal more info later. You could be locked out of your own computer. The scam doesn't always end when the call does. The damage can last long after they're gone. So how do you stay safe? Remember these 3 golden rules. First, no real company will ever cold call you about a computer problem. Hang up immediately. Second, never let a stranger have remote access to your computer. If someone asks, it's a scam, no exceptions. Third, treat all unexpected pop-ups and urgent warnings with suspicion. Don't call numbers or click links from these messages. If you're worried, find the company's real contact info and call them yourself. Close suspicious pop-ups using Task Manager or Force Quit. Don't panic. Staying safe is about staying calm and skeptical. Share these rules with friends and family, especially those less tech-savvy. Technology is powerful, but only if you stay in control. Don't let panic make you a victim. Be alert, be prepared, and always hang up on the scammers. Protect your digital life. You've got this.